Hello, hello there. It's been a minute. Oh, hey, can I share this? Share to group. Let me share to my group. Hey y'all. So I've been MIA. I've been out of town and your girl been going through some stuff. So I've been kind of like laying low. I've been trying to, how you get on here to encourage everybody else, and I want to give everybody else a word. Well, I was needing that word for my darn self. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't been on lately. I'm weeding. I'm up here at the pink house helping my girl out. Dominique, say hey. So I'm helping Dominique out over here. And I just thought that I would go laugh and just, I don't know. I asked God to leave me on what to say. So I just want to get on here and I feel a breakthrough. Finally, I feel like God is listening to my prayers. He has not left me nor forsaken me. And so I want to get on here and encourage some of y'all that's going through some stuff. Man, how the devil will play with our emotions and make us feel like discouraged and that, that's it. Like you remember Sanford and Son? This the big one. I'm about to. What's his wife's name? Elizabeth. I'm coming home, Elizabeth. This is a big one, but it's been a lot, y'all. It's been a lot, and I've been hearing from so many people about daughters, and it's been a lot with the daughters. We already know that the enemy is after our sons, but I've been hearing a lot about the daughters lately, and I just want to get on here. Hey, husband, and encourage y'all, to pray over your daughters, to love your daughters, do not give up on your daughters, and to be there for your daughters the way that you needed somebody there for you. I want to also encourage y'all to turn your daughters over to God. Like, God, listen, this is your child. This yours. I don't know what to do. You need to help me because that flesh is trying to rise up. And so I encourage everybody to, whatever you're dealing with, even if it's your finances with your family, if it's your job, your coworkers, your friends, God is still in that situation with you, no matter how bad it seems. A lot of time the enemy will have us thinking like, it's the devil. It's the devil did this and that. No, and sometimes God is like, I got you in this season for a reason. And I want you to grow through this, and I want you to learn some stuff through this. And so I encourage everybody, like, God, what do I need to get out of this? What lesson are you teaching me? What are you show me? Tell me, give me wisdom. Seek him early. I get up in the morning and go in my backyard many of mornings. I ain't gonna say every morning, but many of mornings, and I pray. And I'm asking God, God, what do you want me to do today? How do you want me to show up? We always want to pray and ask God to show up, but God, how do you want me to show up? Who can I support today? Who can I help today? Send me somebody. Send me to somebody, send somebody to me. And I want to encourage y'all to like it get rough out here, especially when you send up there, you trying to do the right thing. You trying to be a generational curse breaker for your family, and baby, them devil gonna throw some fiery darts, and you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep with faith. You can't give in. You can't fold. You can't give up. You can't go and backslide. You can't go and cuss nobody out. You gotta like love like Christ love. Man, that's hard. Man, that's hard. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how long you've been a Christian. It's hard. And so I want to encourage y'all to just do it. Like that's my word for June. And that's so crazy. Like I gave y'all a word in June. I ain't even been able to get on here and say nothing about it because I've been going through so much. Emotionally, mentally, um, just spiritually. I've been in spiritual warfare. And so I just want to encourage y'all, man, like you gotta keep going. And when you think that you fighting your family, your co-workers, your friend, when you think you fighting in the natural, you it's a spiritual thing, and you can't fight people. You have to fight in the spiritual. You gotta go into prayer. I'm talking about y'all go listen to that. It's a prayer. It's called the Atomic Bomb by Cindy Trim. That prayer, like Dominique, is it an hour long or 2 hours? That Atomic Bomb prayer by Cindy Trim. Let me tell you something. I had that prayer going because she covers everything in that prayer. The Atomic Bomb by Cindy Trim. Cindytrim. Go listen to that prayer. Um, J- her name Jacqueline Carr. I know she got a youthful prayer. She got a prayer for youth, and that's what you need right now in this season. I don't know. We doing some generational curse breaking here. I know I am. I don't know what everybody else doing. And when you're doing that, that's where the enemy fights you the most. He want to fight you with the people you love the most. He want to fight you with your kids. He want to fight me with my friends. I ain't care. They ain't gonna get to me. But mess with my kids, mess with my husband. You know what I'm saying? Mess with my sisters, mess with my parents. You know what I'm saying? Or have us at odds. Me and my sisters, me and my parents, me and my kids. That's some type of stuff that'll mess with you. And so that's some type of stuff I can't get an enemy any victory over. Like you're not gonna get no authority out of this. No, I pray for peace, God. And then have y'all ever went through something and God dealt with you about it? Have that ever happened? Like you're like, but this person did this and this person did that, but your reaction, your response, you're still supposed to love. What? What? You ever wanted to throw in the towel? I'm done. That's it. No more. I will not put myself. And God was like, that ain't how you love. That ain't how I love. That ain't what I did to you. So I just want to encourage y'all. Pray over your family, pray over your kids, pray over your future. I pray up to I say, Father, cover my family up to 1,000 generations, even more up to past 1,000 generations. I'm covering my grandkids in prayer. I'm covering my great grandkids in prayer. And that's why the enemy fight me so hard. I'm like, I want to break generational curses, period, of everything. And that's happening. And I'm dealing with the consequences, and I'm okay with that. I'd rather go through some of this stuff, this spiritual stuff, and get these attacked than my kids. Some people, my kids ain't. They have been prepared for spiritual battle and warfare. They know what it is, but they ain't prepared like I'm prepared. So I'd rather go ahead and deal with it. And so I'm doing that, and I've been doing that, and it ain't easy. It is hard. It's difficult, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. And then sometimes you want to snap off on people and go off. And yes, I'm going to say it, cuss them clean out. But I can't. Mm-mm. God won't allow it. I want to get on here and make a status and say stuff. And God was like, no, you're not about to do that. None of that. He's been dealing with me like crazy. And I'm loving it because he's getting me prepared for my new season, my next season. And getting me prepared. I'm going to have to go through some stuff, man. And it's like, you got to love. And I'm like, but this person is, what he had gave me? My daughter is now 18 years old. And without saying too much, God is like revealing to me, like, you can't treat her, continue to communicate with her, and raise her like she's still that 15, 16, 17, 12, 11, 10, year old. This is a grown woman now. She's grown into womanhood. She said, something is wrong with the phone. Thank you, cousin. Hey. What's going on with the phone? Corey, you watching and they said nothing. Is this better? Your sound is not working. Oh, that is so sad. It's still not working? Even when I take the headphones off? Let me see. The sound was never working? I don't know if it, I don't think so. Well, Corey, he said not a word. Unless I can't see his comment. Thank you, cousin. Is it working now? I'm weeding and talking. Or trying to talk. She said much better. Oh, thank you, cousin. I ain't heard. I ain't know. You know what? I don't. Let's talk about this. I done paid $150 for these AirPods. No, how much was these when they first came out? And then I paid $250 for the AirPod Pros, and none of this mess worked. Apple, we have a problem. I'm taking this back. I'm taking it in. How these $100 AirPods don't work? I be on the phone. Misha be like, no, I think it'd be Corey. It'd be like, I can't hear what you're saying. I'm like, well, Misha too. How you can't hear what I'm saying? I get on some $200 AirPods. And then the cheaper one work better than the more expensive ones. Anyway, I wanted to just get on here and just love on your daughters, because, baby, it ain't. Nobody told me about this. Oh, I done reaped everything I sold to my mama. I'm reaping it. I am so reaping it. I called my mama the other day like, I see why you was like, baby, bye. I'm going to too many words. My mom never cussed us out or nothing, but I get it. Like, man, you dealing with this stuff, and you want to just give up. Who you think you? Who you? Y'all, it ain't easy. But I'm telling y'all, let's do it differently. Let's do something that we haven't seen before. Let's love differently. Let's have patience. I have to now raise my daughter. I'm dealing with a grown woman now. And we want to look at it like, oh, she's still 18. She's still under my roof. Yeah, but she's still her own person, and I have to respect that, even up under my roof. Because I do want to have a great relationship with my daughter. I do want to have a great relationship with my son. So I have to hear them out. I have to listen to them. I'd have to take their feelings in consideration, which isn't easy. I have to put my pride aside. Because who is that? My phone and your phone ring at the same time? And I'm just learning to love my children unconditionally. And I'm learning to not. So ghetto. No, I'm just playing. That was my daughter calling now. I love her so much. And I'm learning to deal with her differently. And God is like giving me wisdom on that, y'all. That ain't easy. That ain't easy. When you have to go and apologize and say you're sorry and I don't know how to say this, but it's worth it. We had a conversation, and you know how you talk to your kids and you be like, they're not really listening to me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And I had to ask the Holy Spirit, like, Holy Spirit, give me wisdom on how to say this and what to say. And the Holy Spirit was like, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just listen to her. And at the time, she wasn't even talking, right? And the Holy Spirit was like, just listen. Just sit there. Just sit there. Just be there. Just be present. And I'm like, okay, okay. And then she started just talking and opening up and expressing herself and talking about some different things. And I was like, who wants to talk to their mama about their relationships, about what they've been feeling, about what they're thinking about what they're going through? Who wants to do that? Who does that? And I'm talking about not know, yeah, it was okay. Like really some stuff that you talk to your friends about, some stuff you talk to. And I was like, I was able to sit there, listen, and don't say nothing. And I just want y'all to just love your children, love them harder, break generational curses, and encourage them and love them, and do not treat them like they the same 15-year-old, because they're not. That's another level now, and I'm learning that, and that ain't easy, and nobody really told me that. Like, and God is teaching me that now. How to talk to her, how to, if I say let's do this, we doing this, and she say no, I don't want to do that. Most of the time I'm like, okay, but there's some stuff I'll be like, nah, we got to do this. And I'm learning to like, okay, go in there and talk to her and let her know, like, hey, Tavia, I really want you to do this. Kind of like that. We've been taught, oh, I'm not finna kiss nobody's tail, and I'm not finna suck up to nobody, and I'm not finna bow to no kid. But it's so much deeper than that when you're trying to build something. And so God is teaching me that. Can y'all read this? Being Papa is priceless. Being Grandpa is an honor. This is a Father's Day shirt. She over here making some Juneteenth stuff too, y'all. It's going down over here at the Pink House. Wait, it's backwards that way, but if I turn it this way. So I encourage y'all to build. Keep building the kingdom with your kids. The enemy is out to destroy, kill, steal, and destroy your relationship. He's out to destroy your the family dynamic, and you have to keep building with your kid, and you have to ask God for wisdom. That's what I want to come over here and say. Keep building with your kid. Ask God for wisdom, what to do in this situation. We have this thing of what we want our kids to be and how we want them to be perceived in the world, and what I want to show. Like, of course, I want my daughter to go away to college, and I want to post her getting straight A's, and I want to post her achievements. But if my daughter say, hey, listen, I don't want to go to college, and then it's like, okay, well, what's your next step though? And being okay with she have another step. My daughter, she actually do want to go to college, but that's just an idea of like just allowing your kids to be them and to just accept them for who they are and guide them. Because some stuff it ain't even who they is. Some stuff is just something that they just be. It's just, I don't know how to say that. I ain't gonna even try to say it and fix it. But yeah, some stuff you gotta be like, Now, well, what you need to do is, and still guide them, even if they don't want to hear it. So many times we be like, I'm done. Why do we wash our hands from our kids so much? You cannot do that. You cannot put your kid out. You can't make them feel like, they're not important. You can't, because they go out in the world and they're so insecure then, and they have no foundation, and they have no stability or anything, because anytime I wanted to express something, it was, nah, I'm done with you. Now you disrespectful. And I'm learning that not all, that's who she is. That's who Tavia is. Tavia is an amazing kid, y'all. She is amazing. Everything that y'all see, like, she is it. But she's growing into womanhood, and I don't know how to accept this. It's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. And then she got a little boyfriend, and they all in love, and they all like the kissy face and the hugging, and they all serious. I don't know how to deal with all this stuff. I don't know how to deal with all this. And I don't even want to deal with it. I want to be like, no, I'm done. I don't want to deal with that. But God is, His grace is sufficient. And so I'm learning through this. And I'm learning what my mom went through. I never knew what my mom went through. I never realized that I am the age or so, or yeah, like, no, about 2 years old. I'm in my 30s, and when I made my mom a grandma. I would be, what? I'm in my 30s. I'm feeling like I'm all young and vibrant, and then you come and say that I'm grandma? But I get it now. Like, life happens. She's her own individual. What you thought she was gonna? Anyway, I'm learning to just love and just accept my children. Y'all, this is so weird to me. My son, he's his own person. He actually had a lot to say about this dress I'm wearing today. And told me I need to take it off, and asked me what do Corey think about it, and how he not just so controlling. My son is very religious too. He's very religious. He's very religious. He one of those. He's a judgmental Christian. He gonna grow out of it. He's only 14. Once he go through some stuff in life, he gonna grow out of it. But I'm just down here encouraging y'all. Love your kids. Love your kids. Love your kids, and love them the way you wasn't loved. Love them in a different way that you wanted. Love them in a way that you've never seen. And I'm gonna teach them tough love. Tough love don't do nothing but grow a wedge. Like, cause it's not tough love. It's out of anger and bitterness. It's not tough love. You raising them, and you dealing with them out of frustration, anger, and bitterness, and out of your resentment from your childhood. Deal with your kids out of love. Love them through it all. Love them through whatever, and accept them and embrace them. My kids I call them weirdos. My kids are different. My kids are not like me. They don't look at life like me. Don't think of things like me, and that's fine. And I totally accept it. And they're not really weirdos. That's what I just call them. They know I don't mean no harm by that. But I love them so much, and I just want the best for them. And I told my daughter that, babe, I just love you and want the best for you, right? Like, I don't want to I want my daughter to be able to call me at, when she get in her 20s and be like, Mom, at this club, and I'm just ready to go, and I need you to pick me up, because I don't want her to have to figure out life by herself, or figure out life with other young people that don't know no better. The blind leading the blind. I want my daughter to be able to come to me, come to her amazing aunties, her amazing grandparents, and we do this thing. And that's another thing I want to get on and say, like, I appreciate my parents. They've been my strength in this situation. Like, I've been understanding. I've been seeing them in a different light in this situation. My sisters, oh my goodness, they have been so much support and been calling and checking on me and my family, and just I'm just loving all of that. And it's amazing when you have a community and when you keep it together. And I do not want to break that. And I've heard so many families that they have that, they don't have that tightness, togetherness. They don't have that because a lot of strife and envy came in, and I don't want that to come in my family. So I'm working on that, y'all. I want y'all to work on it. Just do it in the month of June. Love, 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 and love your children. And the enemy is after these daughters. Y'all don't understand what they're going through behind closed doors, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. But I want you to pray over your daughters. Even if you think nothing's going on with her, I want you to pray over her and pray that God remove every one ungodly soul tie, ungodly relationship, and that just pray that God give you wisdom on how to raise and deal with your child, because that's important in this season and in the next season you're going in. The enemy is out to steal, kill, and destroy, and it's not just about life; it's the relationship, it's the identity, it's the making the kids feel insecure. So many things that he's doing. So I love y'all with the love of Christ. Continue to pray for me. Keep me in your prayers. I am good, but it's just when you're dealing with stuff and you're going through spiritual warfare, you get this feeling, this emotional feeling of like not comfort. You're not comfortable. You're going through stuff. And so I just want to encourage y'all to just continue to pray, continue to go through, and God is faithful. He is faithful. Remember to, girl, mind your kingdom business. Good day, folks.